Do you want to make more revenue? Good, you're in the right video. In this video, I'm going to talk about top 3 mistakes when it comes to pricing your SaaS product. No bullshit, pure value. Just stay tuned and let's get started. So you probably already know that, but when you're just starting your SaaS, you always think a lot about the best pricing, what's the best way to price your product, think about different things like free trial, free versions, what should be the top pricing plan, and it's kind of scary to change it around and you don't know where to start, so it's kind of confusing. In this video, I'm going to make things simpler for you. When you're just starting out, you're probably thinking a few times about what is the best way to price your product. When you're just starting out, you're probably telling yourself something like, I'm just gonna charge like $9.99 a month, it's gonna be awesome, people are gonna love it. And when you're just starting out, you're just thinking about these extra few thousands of dollars that are gonna make your life happier. But you know, as things scale up and as you need to start optimizing things, you're going to lose on a lot of extra revenue if you don't really think through the pricing of your product. So let's talk about the 3 top mistakes that everyone makes when initially pricing their product. Now, another word about your competitors. You do need to look at your competitors, but not in order to copy them. Okay? No one said they know what they're doing. It's good to look at them to understand what is the minimum that you can price and still be successful, but you can be better. You can win at pricing, and that's going to help you get new customers, it's going to help you to charge more, and it's going to overall help you build a better product. Our original competitors used to charge $7.99 a month, okay? Flat rate. And we have the same product. By now we have customers paying over $2,000 a month, and I don't even want to think about what would have happened if we just charged like our competitors. Okay, so look at your competitors and understand how to be better, but don't think they know everything. There's a good chance they have no idea what they're doing. Okay, let's step into the video. Mistake number 1, not offering a free plan or a free trial. So the thing about a free plan or a free trial, I'm seeing so many SaaS businesses just adding more financial or psychological barriers to start using the product and playing with it. And I really don't understand why would you like to do something like that before someone even knows your product. If you think about it, it seems pretty desperate, and it seems like you're trying to get the money out of the customer as soon as possible before he understands what type of a shitty product you built. If that's not the case, you should offer a free plan or a free trial in some sort, however you can. It's not always possible. So I'll start with a free trial. Basically what it does, it allows your customers to explore the product and understand the value before they need to pay for it. And that makes things super easy. You make it so it's a no-brainer for them to test it. You do want them to understand the value for themselves. You want them to really get dependent on the product before you even ask them to pay. And if you look at it as a long-term relationship between you and your customers, there is no point in trying to get that credit card right out of the bat. It doesn't matter if you give him a 30 days free trial or a 90 days free trial, it really doesn't matter. If you want him to stay with you for years, it's okay. Give him the time he needs. Sometimes it's going to take time for him. Let's say you have some analytics that it takes time to build. You need to give him the time to see results before they even are willing to make the payment for you. Okay, so just make sure that you do give them this time and not just trying to think like, I'm losing about this month. I could have charged more during this first month. Maybe I should shorten my free trial. Don't even worry about it. Just make sure that it's a win-win situation for both you and the customer. By the way, another word about free trial. If your competitors don't offer a free trial, that's great. It means that it's going to be much easier for you to get customers when they just start out. And you know, usually when you explore different products to solve a specific problem you have in your business or in your life, you're going to look at multiple tools. And if there's one without free trial, you're probably going to test first the ones with free trial. And if they like your product with the free trial, there's a good chance they're gonna just try it and stay with it. Basically, you're going to multiply like by 3 or 4 the amount of users that get into your system. Okay, so that is important. And you know that, switching tools or switching software is always a headache. So if you can not do it, you will not do it. Okay, so even if your product is not as good as your competitors, but you offered free trial and it's good enough for them, they're probably going to stay even if your competitors are better. So this is something, again, you're just removing these barriers, allowing them to join the software and start playing with it. Now, let's talk about free plan. It's important that if you can offer some sort of a free plan. It's not always possible, but if you can, you should. It should be very limited in terms of features or in terms of usage of what they can do with the product, and you can sprinkle all around the product different ways and upsells to get them to really upgrade to the next version. Okay, make it very, very simple, very, very limited, but it's going to help them again exploring this product. Now, there are a few things you're getting from these free users, and it's something you should know. First of all, you get a lot of more feedback from the customers, so you'll know what to build next. And usually the smaller users are the same as the bigger users. They're gonna want the same things. So if you get more feedback from more free trial users, you're gonna be able to know better what other users want too. Also, if you look at QA, the more users you have, the more bugs that are gonna come up, more like edge cases that different customers need specific things, and then things start to break down. So the more users you have, the easier it's going to be for you to find these issues. And I always prefer my small free trial or free plan users to find these bugs, and not the big store that paying the big money. Okay, you want them to have a smooth experience. So the more users, again, just you're gonna get more feedback about the product and about issues within the product. So you should always think about that. Also, if you look at word of mouth, if you have like an affiliate program, referral program, or if you want people to just tell each other about your product, a free plan is a great way to do that. Okay, it's a great way for people to share this free tool. Maybe for them it's free, maybe for their friends it's going to be better and they're going to upgrade. Okay, so always think about it. If you can offer a free trial and a free plan, do that. Okay, just think about yourself as a customer. If you see a product that you have to pay upfront, like $5 a month, and another product that you can try it in a very limited way, just try it. I'm not saying that you're going to use it. Which one are you going to try first? Probably the one with the free plan. Okay, and if we want to look at it the next level, if you have one product that is $1 a month, you just need to put out your credit card. Okay, and then you got another product which is, it got a limited free plan and a 30 days free trial. Which one are you going to try with first? Probably the one with the free plan and free trial. So that's the first point. If you can, offer a free plan and a free trial. Moving on to point number 2, charging a flat rate every month. Now, don't get me wrong, this can work for you, you can generate revenue that way, but you're going to lose on so much extra revenue, okay? If you just have this one charge and it's going to be for everybody, for some people it's going to be too much, for some people it's going to be not enough, okay? You're going to be able to charge them more and they don't even going to care about it. Okay, the right way to charge for your product is understand the value metric that you provide to your customers and charge based on that. And I'll give you a few examples. Let's say that your product sends emails, okay? Then you can charge based on the amount of emails you send each month, or you can charge based on how many recipients you manage at the same time. If your business manages employees, then you can charge based on the amount of employees you have in your company. If your product, I don't know, it's an advertising platform, then you can charge based on impressions or clicks or conversions. You can really take it to the next level if you charge based on the value metric. And there are two main benefits when you do that. First of all, you always keep the pricing fair. Okay, if you make it right. I mean, there are a few ways you can go about it. One way would be that you always up the price, but then when performance goes down, you keep it high, which is not what we do. Some people would say that would be the optimal way. Another way would be to, whenever performance go up, raise the pricing, and then when performance goes down, lower the pricing. So this is usually the way we go about it. So it's going to keep the price fair. And I think that's a great way. Again, if you are looking for retention, if you want to retain customers for years, then that's the way to go about it. You really want the numbers to make sense to the customer whenever they go into the dashboard. They go into the app, they say, okay, this is what they charge me. It makes sense based on what I did this month. Cool, I'm not removing this product. Okay, you don't want them to go into the product and say, yeah, actually performance went down, but they still charge me that much. I feel like it's really, I don't like it. Let's remove it or search for an alternative. So you don't want that. And then the second thing is, again, it's just going to allow you to scale the pricing. Again, and moving back to the example of our competitor, they used to charge $8 a month flat. We found our value metric, and based on that, we managed to charge customers from free, from basically nothing, all the way up to $2,000 a month. You just need to make sure that it makes sense for them. Okay, so if you can do that, please do that. And in the ideal situation, by the way, you make the pricing dynamic based on usage, so they don't need to upgrade or downgrade. It's all happening in the background, of course. I think that's kind of obvious, but if you didn't get it, ideally you want to make it dynamic. And then the last tip, the optimal pricing would be a combination of a usage-based dynamic pricing and some sort of a recurring fee, like a feature-based fee or something like that. So a good example for that would be Shopify. They charge you a monthly fee based on the features you have, and then some sort of a commission out of your sales. Then if you upgrade, you get more features and the commission goes down. So it creates this logic to the customer that it's beneficial financially for them to upgrade, because if they upgrade, they get more features and they pay less on commission. And if you scale up enough and you get enough sales, it actually doesn't make any sense for you not to upgrade to the next plan. Okay, by the way, if you want to learn more about pricing, there is a conversation me and Ruth had like 20, 30, 40 minutes. We're talking just about pricing, so check it out maybe after this video. Anyways, moving on to mistake number 3, which is not updating your pricing plans. And this is a big one, maybe the biggest one. And to be honest, I don't think people understand how critical this is. There are so many businesses that are just afraid touching their pricing. They set up something, they never change it, test it, do anything around it. Maybe they fear that customers are going to see that they change the pricing and that they're going to think, what are they thinking about it? Especially if you lower the pricing, then what it's going to say about the company. Now the company looks bad. Are they doing bad financially? So they're lowering the prices so that more people come in. Well, first of all, no one really checks your prices on a regular basis because nobody cares. You need to understand that. And second, this is one place where it has the biggest impact on everything else that's happening in your company. Pricing is monetization of your product, okay? And just so you know, if you improve acquisition by 1%, it's going to improve the company revenue by 3%. If you improve retention, which is how many months people stay in your product over their lifetime, in 1%, that's going to increase the company revenue by 8%. But if you increase monetization by 1%, which means improving either your offers or your upsells or your pricing, then the net revenue of the company is going to grow by 12%. So there is this issue with companies, they always focus on acquisition. More logos, more people coming through the product, more companies, they never figure out the other two, retention and acquisition, and this is critical. So you do want to always test your pricing, double test multiple things, try testing your pricing page, try to add one more plan, less plan, try to make one plan more obvious, try to sprinkle in usage-based, play with the features that each plan allows. There are so many things you can do about testing your pricing. You know, you can try, I don't know, $20 versus $19.99 versus $19.95, or try a lot of different things, and you really have no idea what the impact of that would be. So you always want to be testing, you always want to have at least one test running around pricing and around what's happening on the onboarding, how you present the different plans and the pricing. This is always something you want to do and optimize for, okay? By the way, if we talk about free plan and free trial, you can test the trial length, you can test the free trial features, you can test a lot of things around it and see how it affects your overall performance of the app. And guys, just to give you a quick example from when we just started, we did a lot of testing around product. To be honest, I think we're not doing enough testing around prices yet to this day. But we started with a base plan, and the biggest plan was up to $350 a month. And we didn't really touch it because we figured out nobody is going to pay that much. But people did, and then we tried to increase it. And people still paid, and then we increased it all the way to $2,000 and people still paid. At a specific point we got to the realization that maybe it's a good idea to reduce the pricing a little bit because of other reasons, competitors that entered the market and were good enough for people to consider between both of us. So a lot of other factors come into play, so eventually the prices kind of change, but this is definitely something you want to have in mind. I'll give you an example from one of our apps. When we just started out, we offered a free trial, we offered a free plan, but the highest tier was up to $350 a month. We didn't think that anybody would pay that, but people did. And then we raised the prices and people still paid. And we raised it all the way up to $2,000 a month and people still paid. Now, it's okay to reduce the pricing if you see fit. It makes sense. It's okay. Don't be afraid of it. But you don't know what will happen if you raise your prices. If you're not sure about what's the first test you should run around pricing, try and double your prices. You really have no idea if it's even going to affect anything. Maybe you're just going to see more revenue. So I do recommend test it out. Final word about split testing your prices. You need to understand some of these tests will fail, but don't worry about it. You can just revert your prices and everything gonna go back to normal. Don't worry about it too much. By the way, if you want to learn more about pricing, you should definitely check out this video Ruth made about 5 different pricing models for SaaS businesses. And by the way, if you want to pre-register to our course about building a micro SaaS, just check out this link. You can go ahead over there and just sign up. And if you want to get the free micro SaaS founder starter pack with tons of resources, you can check out this link. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.